Meccahnism Monday, MessengerBag. Self-awareness is the first step to self-improvement. In other words, you have to know yourself in order to know exactly what needs fixing. This means living life with a critical eye towards any and everything that's important to you. Charleston White starts with black people and how some of the choices we make are detrimental to us as a people. D1 starts with rappers and how some of the lyrics they write, repeat, and promote are packed with narratives and scenarios that are detrimental to hip-hop heads as a culture and us as a people. And I personally start with creatives and how doing the bare minimum when it comes to concepts, vocals, lyrics, creative and business habits is detrimental to us as a culture and ultimately as a people. Each of us gets nitpicked over our methods, messages, and delivery, timing, or tone by folks who go out of their way to disprove the old saying that if you know better, you do better. The key to accepting this old gin and any other that calls for accountability is knowing who you are, admitting what you see is what it is has room for improvement, and realizing that improvement is completely possible. When you run into resistance of a concept this simple, it just means that it's easier to deflect, disparage, discourage, or destroy the messenger than it is to accept the truth facing folks in their mirrors. What you need to keep in mind is that every piece of slander you hear aimed at the messenger is basically a bullhorn announcing to everyone listening that they're taking the weak man's way out because you're not strong enough to handle the fact that other folks can see that you're not perfect and this thing you're doing is not okay. At least it shouldn't be. And pointing the finger back at the messenger, asking him, well, what about you? You do it too. Or, you do worse than me. Or I don't care about none of that. Or only God can judge me. Or anything else that makes you less accountable doesn't make the message less true. Just makes you loud and proud and wrong. Some of us ain't trying to do better. They're content where they are, and we got to accept that. But we can't stop trying to be good because we've heard from the loud and proud that it's okay to stagnate because growth is unnecessary and too much work. Just because club mediocrity stays crowded doesn't mean folks are happy to be there. But hey, if that's where you want to be and it takes you out of the way of the rest of us, rock out. They'll have a seat for you. Because just as true as the old adage is of if you know better, you do better, it's equally true that misery always loves company.